Excellencies. Ang sa puno eh. Baho biya. Sige ka dyan, natin yung gusto. You're going to make me stories to tell it. Absolutely. I'm going to go to your friends and welcome to Madeira.
Mr. President, my name is Jose. I'm the general manager, and I would like to welcome you to our Savoy Palace in Madeira. And it's an honor to have you here with us. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
This is my team. Pedro. João Pedro.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Controversial Podcast. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the Umkhonto weSizwe Party. I know MK Party supporters are going to be very angry with me, but Umkhonto weSizwe Party doesn't have direction. Like, tell me why Jacob Zuma traveled to Ghana and they've taken about 2.6 million rand and they can't even pay the workers in Gauteng because 2.6 million rand was allegedly chowed by their president. The reason why I'm saying the Umkhonto weSizwe Party doesn't have a structure and as the organization that is not organized, it is not managed properly. They are always firing people like it's nobody's business. The Sunday World publication published a story about the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, and they have stated that the party was unable to pay the constituency staff salaries last year after about 2.6 million rand in party funds were diverted to finance a trip to Ghana undertaken by party president Jacob Zuma, triggering a financial crisis that has since spiraled into a widening internal dispute. So you mean to tell me going to Ghana will cost you about 2.6 million rand? You know, they're busy looting that organization like it's nobody's business. And unfortunately, they won't be able to blame their own president, Jacob Zuma. Not so long ago, when they were busy trying to fire that premier of KwaZulu-Natal, the IFP premier, Thamsanqa Ntuli, it was reported that they've used about, I think it was 80-something thousand rand, if I'm not mistaken, just to take the members of Umkhonto weSizwe Party in the same province, just to transport those people to Pietermaritzburg. And you know, you can see that they're busy looting the party funds like it's nobody's business. It was something that was reported again, so I don't know if those allegations are true. If it's true, don't you have somebody who can handle your finances? Why is it so easy to loot the party funds? And I'm sure you can't even blame your president. People didn't get their salaries, and it's not the first time where Umkhonto weSizwe Party failed to pay their workers. Even that time when the leader of Maibuye, Floyd Shivambu, was still the Secretary General of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party, it was reported that they couldn't pay the staff for whatever reason. I don't know. They are just looting in that organization. There's no structure. People are leaving. People are fired every day. There's this guy who recently left the Umkhonto weSizwe Party and joined the Inkatha Freedom Party. Oh, and that guy took a swipe at his former party, the Umkhonto weSizwe Party. He said something like he decided to join the party that is more organized. Dr. Bongani Mngwango, I'm just going to quote what he said. He said, looking at the depth and the fabric of each organization, looking at the experience in politics, looking at the level of stability within that organization, looking at the potential growth for that organization going forward, and looking at the leadership, because the leadership bench is very important. It's not good running ahead of yourself out of excitement only to find that you get frustrated working with people who probably have a different agenda than what you have joined the organization for. Dr. Mngqongqo said he decided to leave the MK party after feeling sidelined and unappreciated within the organization, and stated that, "So I thought it will be best that one moves now, having been given the cold shoulder without any tangible reason, without any explanation. So I thought it would be better to do it right now than later." So you're seeing stability and growth in the IFP, something that the Umkhonto we Sizwe party doesn't have. They don't have stability. That party is not stable. Let's be honest. It's like it's run by some sort of lunatics. I'm sorry to say this. They are always changing people. Even the people who have left the Umkhonto we Sizwe party, they have stated that somebody will just accuse you of something that you don't even know about, and just because they don't want you, they'll believe those rumors and say this person is bad, and you'll be taken out just like that. No investigations or whatsoever. By the way, that was not a smart move when they removed their deputy president. Remember, they suspended Dr. John Hlophe, and they've realized that they have made a mistake. Hlophe is back, and it's such an embarrassment. It is an embarrassment for that party to do that. If I was Dr. John Hlophe, I was just gonna walk away. Umkhonto we Sizwe party is a circus. You can attack me all you want on the comment section, but that party, honestly speaking, had a potential. But I don't see the potential of the Umkhonto we Sizwe party anymore. They are not organized. I don't see that party growing. They recently appointed Sibonelo Nomvalo as their Secretary General because they have fired Dr. Bongani Mngqongqo. Why would you put a new Secretary General if in June you'll be having a conference and you'll be electing the leadership of the party? Why did you do that? Why couldn't you wait and elect Nomvalo as the Secretary General instead of firing this guy? Why did you fire Dr. Mngqongqo? Soon you'll be having a conference and you'll be electing new leadership. Why did you fire that guy? I remember when they were saying that they've got disciplinary structure. That disciplinary structure will be headed by Advocate Dalimpofu. But it seems like Jacob Zuma is just in charge. Whatever Zuma says, it's the final word. Unfortunately, you can't have your own views. You'll have to listen Ubaba, nothing else. The Sunday World publication even mentioned that Ubaba traveled to Ghana at least twice last year, attending John Dramani Mahama's inauguration in Accra in January and returning in August to deliver a lecture at the University of Professional Studies. But still, even if he traveled there twice, there's no way he could have spent that 2.6 million rand. Like, seriously, I don't know whether this party is going to succeed or not. Maybe if they can change the leadership and have a structure, be organized, have somebody who's very good, who's going to take care of the finances, maybe that party can go somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. Even in parliament, they don't have enough members of parliament. Even in legislatures, apparently, even in Mpumalanga, they don't have enough people to represent them. I think they got about 8 seats or whatsoever, but some seats are vacant because they don't have anybody. Like, what the heck is that? Yeah, share your views on this one. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye. See you on the next episode.